Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a close look at BitTorrent. So right now, in the last week alone, we do see an 11.43% increase. Obviously, it's not going to be a massive increase because if we take a look at the last month, we do see this massive increase that we did have all the way to 0.0143, and then obviously a massive correction into kind of a stabilization or decrease, a small correction still going on right now. Hopefully we can stay above that 0.008 mark. If we can stay right around that 0.008 mark, I do think if we stabilize there, we will be able to increase gradually over the next 2 months. And coming into 2021, we will have a very good BitTorrent price. We will be doing a price prediction for April, May, and 2021. But I do want to say, guys, I am not a financial advisor. Make sure to do your own research before investing in some of these coins. The market cap right now is at $5.3 billion. The volume in the last 24 hours being at $1.7 billion. And the circulating supply being that 660 billion BTT. If we go down to the bottom and click the official website, you can actually take a little bit closer of a look on the actual BitTorrent website and see what BitTorrent has to offer. So there's a bunch of different things that we're going to be taking a look at today. It's the BTFS, it's the D Live. They have a bunch of little projects that are coming in soon, and when they do come, BitTorrent is going to rise like crazy. I do want to say right now, if we go to the last 24 hours, we see a 5% decrease, and a lot of people realize this is still a good point to buy in. It's a good entry point. If we see this big dip here, we saw all the way down to 0.0079. So you're seeing good entry points here in the last week. With this decrease, we're going to continue to see some good entry points before it goes back up, because obviously this is a coin that has that massive potential to go back up. And like I always say, it's got potential to do big things. So BitTorrent is definitely one we'll keep an eye out. So if you guys like BitTorrent, if you guys like these price prediction videos, make sure to like the channel, like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn notifications on to be notified every time I make a new video. So jumping into BitTorrent, let's do a quick overview of what BitTorrent is and why it's so special. So, tokenizing the world's largest decentralized file sharing protocol with BTT. BTT is a TRC10 utility token based on the blockchain that powers features of the most popular decentralized protocols and applications in the world. DApps powered by BTT include BitTorrent Speed, BitTorrent File System, DLive, and others in the pipeline. So, some massive potential behind BTT, and they go over their use cases, being BTT or BitTorrent Speed. Get faster download speeds and BTT token rewards. BitTorrent Speed is available as a feature of BitTorrent, uTorrent Web, and as uTorrent Classic as well. You can see how it works. So you just step 1, enable your wallet. Step 2, enjoy faster download speeds. Step 3, earn BTT. So it's a very cool concept. Obviously, a lot of people are already trying to take advantage of this. If you go down a little bit more, they do talk about their BitTorrent file system. So BTFS is both a protocol and network implementation that provides a P2P mechanism for storing, sharing digital content in a decentralized file system. So it's a very cool idea. Obviously, BTFS is a decentralized file system supported by millions of BitTorrent user nodes. By running on the blockchain, which has a delegated proof-of-stake method of processing blockchain transactions, BTFS addresses these limitations. So it is going to be the first decentralized storage system that can be used by decentralized application DApp developers. Soon, BTT will be introduced to the BTFS ecosystem to incentivize a fair and abundant file system. So that's coming soon, and that will be massive for BitTorrent when it does come. We do also have DLive coming in the near future. They are going to be supporting DLive's ecosystem to power virtual gifting, subscriptions, and viewer rewards. If you take a look at DLive, if you guys don't know what it is, it's basically a Twitch.tv style where you can actually watch gaming and you can listen to people talk. Basically, it's a pretty cool concept. Obviously, it's not near as big as Twitch.tv, but it's a pretty cool concept, and I think if BTT gets in there, it'll definitely benefit from that. Then we go down to the exchanges. So it's exchanges listing BitTorrent. You can actually get it on quite a bit of different places right now. You can get it on KuCoin, which is one of my favorites, as well as Binance, Gate.io. There's a bunch of cool exchanges that you can actually grab BitTorrent right now. So it's not too hard to get. And they also talk about exchanges and wallets supporting BitTorrent BTT airdrop program. So there's a bunch of those as well. So if we go back to the top, I just want to, kind of reiterate that this is a coin with a lot of potential. There's a lot of projects coming, and when these projects complete, I do see a massive increase in BitTorrent coming. Like I said, we're looking pretty good right now. A 464% increase in the last month alone. So just absolutely massive. If you got in on BitTorrent early enough, you're looking really good right now. If we take a look at the last week, like we said, it's 11.43% increase, but just in a couple hours when this is looking like it was our last week is going to be looking pretty bad. But, overall, we're looking at a good buy-in spot still. So if you're looking to get into a new coin, BitTorrent's definitely one you should take a look at. Do your own research, see if it's something you want to invest in, because we are at a fairly good price. I do think by the end of April, we are going to be happy with our price. It'll continue on to May and 2021. So without further ado, let's jump straight into our price predictions for April, May, and 2021. So right now we do see us kind of still going down that correction train and slowly decreasing right around that 0.0080. By the time you watch the video, it probably is going to be slowly decreasing still, but we'll find out as we kind of go up just a little bit now. So we're at that 0.0082. We'll see what happens. I think by the end of April, we're going to continue to see BitTorrent on the rise, actually, and I think we're going to be right around that 0.0130. I think that's definitely a possibility. Being very, very close to that all-time high. I think we actually have a chance of reaching that all-time high, right around that all-time high, and then stabilizing at that 0.0130. I think that's definitely a possibility. So we'll continue to monitor BitTorrent and see if that comes. Going into May, I think May is going to be a big month for BitTorrent. Obviously, we're going to be closer and closer to some of these things coming out for DLive and BTFS, as well as just more communication through the team. The media that they are going to be shoving to us is going to be great. We're going to actually see some of the things that they've been working on, as well as what's coming in the near future. I don't think that the BTFS and the DLive, gifting your subscriptions and all that, that's not the only things they're working on. They have so much in store for us, and I believe it's going to be massive when these things start kind of coming to the public. So we'll see what happens. I think BitTorrent's going to be massive, and by the end of May, we will definitely see BitTorrent right around that 2-cent range as an all-time high, and just a little bit lower for the stabilization, obviously, not being much lower. I think it'll be right on top of it pretty much for the end of May. I think we're going to be jumping around that all-time high quite often by the end of May. I think we're going to see big things in BitTorrent, and we'll continue to monitor the situation, like I said. So we'll check back on BitTorrent every couple days to make sure there's no changes, or we'll talk about the news that has recently released with it. I think it's just one of those coins that really is going to be fun to keep an eye on, because there's so much potential behind it. So jumping into 2021, I do think we are going to continue to see an increase on BitTorrent, jumping right around that 4 to 5 cent mark at the very least. I think that's definitely a possibility. All-time high right around 5 cents, and then maybe a stabilization right around 4.5 cents. I think that's definitely possible, and we'll see what happens. You guys know I like to keep my price predictions as conservative as possible, as well as reasonable and realistic. So, I may be a little low, but I do think that's going to be a reasonable prediction. That 4 to 5 cents is definitely a possibility by the end of this year. I think there's so much coming to BitTorrent itself. As long as these things come out without any problems, BitTorrent should have no problems getting to that 4 or 5 cent mark. So we'll continue to monitor it. But a 4x, 5x is definitely a possibility. So, like I said, it's going to be fun to watch this one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.